Hey guys, so for today I'm going to be talking about my personal tips and how I like to manage my oily skin. I have such a bad oily skin, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and talk a little bit about my skin and kind of my little journey with it, and then I will go ahead and tell you guys what my biggest tip is to how I've managed it. So I have always had super oily skin, and about like 2 years ago I used to think that not moisturizing my face would be the best thing because my face was just so oily. So like I didn't want to put more moisture on it. So I decided that it would be a good idea to just not moisturize at all. And that actually made my skin worse. My face got like 10 times more oily than it was originally. My biggest tip on managing oily skin is making sure that you hydrate it. The more you dehydrate your face, the more oil your oil glands are going to produce, because you're sending a message to your oil glands that it needs to work overtime and produce even more oil. My biggest tip is finding a really great moisturizer. I've heard of a lot of girls who have oily skin and use products to really suck the oil out of their skin. And that just makes me cringe, because that's the worst thing you could do to your oily face, is strip it of all its oils. So my number one tip would be to find a really great moisturizer. The moisturizer that I love is my holy grail, and I don't think I'll ever switch moisturizers just because it's just saved my freaking skin. This is the Simple Hydrating Light Moisturizer, and I love this because for the longest time I had trouble finding a moisturizer that worked with my oily skin. Most moisturizers were too hydrating, like they felt too heavy on my face, too greasy. They made my face kind of look oily, and I just hated it. But then I seen this Simple one, and I seen that it said light moisturizer, and I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe that's what I need. I need something that's kind of light on my face. It's just gonna lightly moisturize. So I tried this, and that's exactly what it does. It lightly hydrates and moisturizes your face, so that when you put it on, it feels so light and refreshing, and it does not at all feel heavy. I feel like this still provides me with such great hydration. So I absolutely love this. This is my number one holy grail product. My second tip would just be to not wash your face more than twice a day. That goes for everybody though, because you don't want to strip your face of its natural oils. I know a lot of girls who tell me, oh my god, my face is so oily and I don't know what to do. I even wash my face so much and it still happens. I'm like, it makes me cringe when girls tell me that they wash their face so much to get the oils off. It makes me cringe, because I remember when I used to do that, I used to think like, oh my god, my face looks so oily right now, like let me just go rinse it off. And I would wash my face like 4 times a day even. Honestly, if you're one of those people, just stop right now, because the more you wash your face, the more you're stripping it and the more oil it's just going to keep producing. My third tip it's going to be a tip that you guys are going to be like, really? Like seriously? But trust me on this. My third tip is to actually put oil on your face. So what I know, you guys are looking at me like, girl, you're crazy, but no, like my number one beauty secret, you guys have probably seen my number one beauty secret coconut oil video that I put out like months ago. I had a whole video dedicated to coconut oil, so if you want to check that out, then just check my channel. It's a pretty old video, but yeah. My third secret to kind of keeping my oily skin under control is actually moisturizing with some oil. This is Grace's all natural cold pressed virgin coconut oil. I love to put this on at night a few times a week. I use this as a nighttime moisturizer a few times a week, so usually every other day. I don't use it every day just because I don't necessarily like the feeling of oil on my skin, just because I do have oily skin, so it's not necessarily fun to always put this stuff on my face. But so that's why I kind of do it every other day, but you could totally do it every day, seriously. This works as such a great moisturizer, so many beauty skin benefits, just amazing. So I like to use the coconut oil. I just take a little bit of it, rub it in my hands, kind of melt it, and slather it all over my face before I go to bed after I remove my makeup, and it honestly is so great. I wake up the next morning and my skin is bright and alive. So don't be afraid of using coconut oil or really any other oil. I personally love coconut oil. It smells good, has so many good benefits for you. It's great for dark circles and under eye wrinkles, so this is honestly the best to go for in my opinion. It's just a really great trick and tip that I like to use to moisturize with oil, because I find that giving my skin that extra hydration every other night really helps keep my skin out under control in terms of oil. So I really wanted to come out here and make this video because when I mentioned that I have a lot of oily skin tips in my flawless long-lasting foundation routine video, I literally got so much comments from you guys and so much likes on that video to do this video. So I decided to go ahead and film it for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys take my tips and it helps you. If it does help you, thumbs up this video and leave a comment down below letting me know your experience with the oily skin. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me, and I will of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.